Hello, everybody. So I'm here in Belfast Airport. I've come to a small little, private corner to share a few bits of information with you and to show you through a new feature that we have available for you all to use in these next few vital days up until the 15th. So the first thing, I guess, was to just to cover a few existing points for anyone who might have missed them. So, as you know, we're going to launch in 9 days' time, so which really leaves us 8, because we've got up until really the midnight on the 14th, on the Sunday the 14th, to make the difference and to really set our businesses in stone, to create that solid foundation for us all to prosper from. So the way that works for anyone who does wish to build a serious secondary residual or even primary income is to have that executive structure. Now, the executive structure, really simply, as you know, we operate on 2 legs. And very simply, it's to place 5 people down one side, 5 people down the other side, and then really vitally to help them get 2, so 1 either side each. Some nice hostess ladies walking past, very exciting. So 5 people each side that you help, who they can be friends, they can be family members, work colleagues, gym goers, they can be people who want to age well and healthily, it could be people who are fitness fanatics, it could be just simply someone who wants to stay in great shape, or even maybe even drop a few dress sizes or whatever it might be. So each and every person that eats is a potential person that may wish to benefit from, and that's just what we're talking about, is a discount buyers club. So they pay that £19 should they not be buying a premium pack, which of course I highly recommend that they would and should and could, especially for those wishing to share with others. So the premium pack at $4.99 plus the shipping at $8.99. Comes with free membership, so it has that benefit. It has the £50 voucher towards the celebration or any other event that you choose to come along to. It has the blended shaker, so if you take that into work with you, you can take it to an event or to anywhere you go, basically. Then obviously you've got that branded professional image. People are going to ask you questions. Oh, what's that? And what's Isagenix? And, all that kind of thing. All makes the difference. Then you've got your shaker too to carry around with you and have you hydrate, have your shaking or any other product for that matter. So a really valuable pack, one that will really make the difference, because there's everything you've got that you would get from the 30-day system. So it's great for you to try the products, to come to love the products, which is then going to add a secondary wave to your business, because people are going to see that you're looking great, you're feeling great, you have more energy, you're excited, not only about the opportunity, but also the wonderful products too. But in addition to that, has the branded merchandise, all the additional discount. And not only that, it means that you're setting that example, does it not? So that then when people ask you, well, what did you get started on? You can say, well, of course, I got started on the premium pack. That's what you need if you're a serious business contender. It's what you need should you wish to progress your business, etc., etc. Whereas if you're going on a basic shake and cleanse, well, what does that say? So I know obviously that sometimes budgets are very tight. And if there's just no way that you can stretch to that $4.99, well, that's kind of the way that it is. Of course, you're just as you're not going to be any less valued or welcome into the group and the support, the training, etc. It's just that if there is a possibility, it's setting that standard, it's setting the example, and of course, people will duplicate what you do. Everyone follows the leader, after all. So with that said, of course, what we've got on our hands at this moment in time is a situation where it's somewhat of a limbo, or perhaps it feels like it for at least some of you. And the reason I say that is because the pre-launch system has been turned off. We can't enter those details anywhere. It can be a little bit frustrating, perhaps. And it's a case of, well, just waiting for the 15th and then we'll get the products and we'll take it from there. But actually, there's so much we can do between now and then. Perhaps you've caught that on the Zooms that we've done this week. I just wanted to reiterate the point again, that there is so much to do. And to support and enable that even further, then what I've actually developed here, if I just share my screen, if I can for a moment, is a place to enter that information. So as you know, there's a certain amount of information that is required. I'm not sure you can see it at the top of my screen. I can't, because there's menus in the way, so that's very useful. Let's see if I can just make that a bit smaller. Ah, there we go. So by going to platinumexecgroup.com/pre-order, hitting go, And you can see you're brought to this page where all the benefits and the features and everything are listed down that left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, we have a complete form. So you can see I've just been tinkering here and just filling in some details. So let's say your friend Janet is looking to get started. Obviously, we're now talking about customer gathering, about getting those people in on whatever pack or system it is that will best benefit and enable them. So filling in the details anyway. I'm sure you know how to fill in a form. I'll not take you through that. But it's really important that every single field is filled in here. So you've got the name, email, phone number, and that's all your details. So it's really vital that we have your details so that when we're putting them into the system for you, to make sure that goes through as smoothly and as simply as possible on the 15th of May, that we have your details. Most importantly here, this is how we're going to search and find you and make sure that these customers are placed in the correct position, as they should be, and make sure that you have that number. It's found on your welcome email. And should you really be stuck, then you could always ask Raven or myself to look that up for you. But please do try and take a look yourself first if you've not made a note of it already. So then we move on to, would you like them placed into the left or the right of your business? Obviously, you know, friends want to stay with friends, and that makes sense. We want your businesses to be balanced, to be equal, to be even, and to be profitable, of course. So make sure you put that information. And then we move on to the customer's details. So we've got here their name, shipping address, which should be the same as their payment address for this instance, although that can be changed at a later date. And then the payment details. So this is filled in now. I'm showing you all my credit card details. So if I just blank this out, you can see that it actually gives you the instructions on what each of the fields means. So what's really important here is that if it is a debit card, we don't need a start month or a start year, but you know, you can still enter the information just for thoroughness. But if it's a credit card, you do need both the start and the start month and year, as well as the end month and year as well. And then, of course, in all instances, we need those vital 3 security code digits off the back. So all of this information is going to be stored through a secured online storage facility. It's going to be downloaded once, simply for the pure purpose of getting that information into the Isagenix system. All the card details, the payment details, all that secure information will obviously be transmitted only over a secure encrypted connection when entered into the Isagenix system. So there's no fear. Obviously, we're not going to pass or sell the information. You know, I wouldn't even dream of it, but you know, just to reassure you. And then very lastly here, we've got the all-important actual order details. So there's a selection here. So there's the premium pack for those serious business builders, for the ones getting to get started, to have additional products to share with other people. Because as Laurie quite rightly said, if you share one of the days worth of products from a 30-day system, it's not a 30-day system, it's a 29-day system, which of course makes sense. However, with the premium pack, you do have additional products to share with others, to have shake parties, tasting sessions, to share with others, to let them see if they like the taste, the texture, which of course they're going to, but the proof of the pudding's in the eating, right? So premium pack, and then 30-day system, whether the weight management one or the performance and energy. Then we've got the maintenance pack, and then the basic shake and cleanse. So let's go ahead and pick the premium pack. And then, as you know, with the premium and with the 30-day system, you get 4 boxes of shakes. So collectively, the numbers that you're adding in here, so say if you wanted 2 strawberry, 2 chocolate, that would mean you would have to select vanilla for none, because it's 4 in total. However, it could be that you wanted to try a variety. Strawberry's going to be your favourite, you're thinking, and let's have 1 each of the chocolates. So you pick whatever flavours it is you want, and then just very simply click the button. He says, I think it's because I've not filled in it's because I've not filled in all the details. As you see, it's highlighted there. But you click in, it goes onto a screen, and there's more information there. So this isn't for sharing with your customers. This is for you as a pre-registered associate to use for yourself, to share with your team so that they can benefit from it as well. And of course, all that information is going to be entered lickety-split just as soon as we can possibly get that in. We've hired a couple of professional data entry people to ensure the information's entered efficiently, effectively, and most importantly, accurately, to make sure it goes. And as you can see, there's the guarantee there at the bottom that the information is not going to be passed on, and the privacy of the information is absolutely guaranteed. And then once the information is entered into the system, into the Isagenix system I'm talking about now, then all records, electronic, paper, etc., any records of any kind, any description, will immediately be destroyed. So there's no fear on that front. So I hope that form is going to be useful for you. It just removes one of the headaches for you on that all-important launch day. And not only that, we announced yesterday, again, perhaps you didn't pick this up, that's quite fine if not, but anyone who was to enter 30 customers or more into that form there, so we've got that record of them entering the details. Obviously, it doesn't include the people you've already registered on the system. Anyone found to be a duplicate account will obviously be removed by the company and not counted by us. But for any 30 unique, not yet entered customer accounts that are entered in there, then that will actually attract a £100 reward. So that could be either gift vouchers to the value of £100 for you to spend wherever you might like. It might be on food, certainly would be for me, or it might be for clothes, high street shopping, it may be for a special luxury experience, perhaps spa vouchers. You might want to go away with a friend or a partner and have a spa weekend and contribute towards that. And then not only that, everyone who qualifies, we're going to pull them all together at a mutually convenient time and location, treat you all to a slap-up meal, have a really great celebration for those people that have really excelled, have hit the mark, and also have set that standard for everyone else to follow. Of course, the speed of the leader is the speed of the team, right? So that's very much what we're aiming for now. So 30 customers, and then obviously they will need to be equally balanced, 15 to the left, 15 to the right. Now, bearing in mind that customers, of course, are just as every ounce as valuable as associates. All the BV, all counts towards your business. You pick up on all of that volume. You still get the same product introduction bonus, whether they join as a customer or whether they join as an associate. So just as valued, just as important, just as cherished. What was I saying? However, the difference is that should they wish to join as a customer, then the difference to them is none, in as much as they still receive the great discount, the same benefits. They even get the introduction bonuses, albeit in the form of product credit. But the difference it makes to you is that it will allow us to structure your team in the most effective way to maximize the income and the return that you get from them. So it's no disadvantage to you, to them, sorry, but every advantage to you. So that's another reason why we're just laying out that helping hand for anyone that wishes to take advantage. We've incentivized it so that there's an extra reward. Of course, the rewards from the company are going to be really quite substantial for those helping a significant number of people get started. And this is just an extra little thing to show just how much we cherish and what's the word? Appreciate and value you all, is that we'd like to issue that gift card or that reward in whatever form it takes for you, and not only that, award it to you in person over a lovely meal and to share tips and information and get to know perhaps some of you a little bit better. So keep your eyes posted for the details. Obviously, we're going to release that after launch. We're going to have a full list of all the people that have achieved it, a roll of honour, if you will, and then all that information is going to go straight in. So if you have any questions, if you're uncertain, speak with your successful upline, or speak with me should you wish. You can always, of course, drop Raven a message and anyone else that may be able to help. So just in case you're not sure who I am, I'm Darius Ward, Darius J Ward. So if you want to look me up on Facebook, then by all means send me a friend request, just drop me a message. I'll pick that up as quickly as I can. Happy to answer any questions you might have, any queries, any concerns, any benefits, any excitement. Of course, it's always good to hear that too. Or you can always drop a post or a comment on a post in the Health and Wealth group on Facebook too. So I hope that's been useful for you. There's going to be more information coming from Raven and I on exactly how you might go about collecting those customers, making sure they get those details, and also the benefits of cross and link selling. So what do I mean by that? Well, when I tried the 30-day system, just to give you a little teaser, I'm perhaps overstepping here, but not to worry. When I started on the 30-day system that I was lucky enough to get over from the States, then the snacks are what really made the difference. I'm a very snacky person. So by using the snacks, then what it means is you've got shake, snack, meal. So you're actually eating every 3 to 4 hours. So whilst the shakes are very filling, very satiating or satisfying, keep you feeling satisfied for that 3 or 4 hour period, nonetheless, it's nice to have that extra snack. It's nice to know that it's just there, even if you end up actually not having it. But they don't come as part of that core 30-day system. However, the Isa Delight, the chocolates are fantastic. They're available as a separate purchase item. So for those people that you've gathered already, for those that are entering into the system, then you can always add an additional note or let us know, and we'll gladly add on an additional item such as some hydrate, some e-shots, or perhaps the icy delights, or maybe a combination thereof, to create that lasting and sustainable solution. So more's coming on that anyway in more detail later. We'll maybe amend the form as well to cater for that. It's quite an easy fix. And then we'll take it from there. So I hope that's been useful. And if I don't see you in person very soon, I'll hope to see you virtually at least even sooner. I'll speak to you later. Thank you very much. Bye.